Hey everyone, happy Thursday! I hope you're all having an awesome day. What are you doing out there in Facebook land? What's going on in your day today? What's going on in your summer? Have you already started school? Are you back in school? I don't have kids, so I don't have kids that are back in school, but I know that a lot of parents are sending their kids back to school now. And that's a really exciting thing. Kids are like super pumped about going back to school most of the time, maybe even some of the time. I don't know about your kids, but I loved going back to school. I loved notebooks and pens and paper and collecting stamps and collecting post-it notes of like all different colors. I don't know if you were a kid of the 80s and 90s, but if you were, do you remember the Lisa Frank notebooks and pencils and like array of school supplies? If you do, you'll know what I'm talking about when it comes to like paper and school supply obsession. I had a slight obsession. Like all the different colors, and then the Trapper Keepers. Oh my gosh, did you guys enjoy Trapper Keepers? I loved Trapper Keepers. I thought they were great. They were organized, they were fun, and they let me be creative. I had like a creative expression through paper and pens and notebooks and post-it notes when I was little. And I was so excited to go to the store, to go to Staples before going back to school to buy that stuff. And my mom would take me, and it was like the most amazing day. Like I could pick whatever I wanted, and I wanted to make sure I had all the supplies. And then I was so excited about going to school because then I could use them. Like I didn't care what was in them, but I wanted to use them. And that was super important to me at the time, which was, obviously every kid's dream is to have all those things on hand all the time. I'm going to start moderating with you guys because my connection is weak. So, I'm living in a lake house, and our internet seems to be a little bit weak in various places around this property. So, I'm going to take you on a little journey to find better internet connection. Isn't that exciting? Because I get these signals that my internet is weak, and then I'm like, why is my internet weak? And, yeah, it's just not as exciting as I thought it would be sometimes, because I'm here attempting to talk to you guys and be awesome, and then I have no internet. Like, how does that help me, and how does that help you? I don't know. I'm attempting to add value here and I'm searching for the internet, which is so ridiculous. So, I mean, at least you can kind of walk around with me and find interaction. I'm hoping that maybe if we sit closer to the internet box, then we'll get internet connection. Does that sound like something that's feasible and makes sense? So maybe we'll go back inside because to hear what I have to say, especially when it comes to nutrition and healing after dieting. Hey, Rock Rock. Guys, here we go. Hopefully the connection is better in here because we're near the internet box. Isn't that exciting? Wow, it's a journey. Thanks for staying on with me live. This is what happens when you go live. Like, you can't always predict things. You can't always, plan for things. So you just go with the flow. And this is what's happening right now in New Jersey. All right. So what I wanted to share with you. Hey, Valerie. What was my dominating behavioral type? Analyst, actually. Analyst, yeah. I like to be organized. I like to know information, and I like to know what I'm talking about. And I like to know about my experiences and the details of those experiences and creating those experiences. So I would say analyst. Thank you for that question. Now I like to think I'm more of a promoter because I'm excited about everything that I'm doing. All right, guys. So healing after dieting, that's what I really wanted to share with you today. Some tips and some ideas and some concepts that I've been learning and practicing over the last couple of years. As you may know, my story with food and my relationship with myself and fitness has not always been a positive one. I used to work in corporate, and then I had a transformation a couple of years ago when I started doing personal development. I got into a different mindset. I developed a different attitude about my life and myself. And as a result, I started shifting my attitudes about, what I wanted to do in my life, professionally and personally. Started shifting my habits, and I've created different results in my life as a result of shifting those attitudes and habits and foundationally changing my mindset. And a lot of my mindset and attitude and habits have changed around food and have changed around what I do every day in terms of my lifestyle. So I'm really excited about sharing Shakeology with you and why I drink it every day, why I promote it, and why it's so important to all of our health and well-being, and why everyone can benefit from this amazing shake. So, as I was saying, my story hasn't always been fun. I was an overeater. I was an emotional eater, and I learned to cope with my emotions through food. When I was in high school and I liked a boy and he didn't like me, I ate. And in college, when I was insecure about what I was doing academically, I ate. And then when I worked for NBC, I was so stressed out of my mind half the time because I had my freaking BlackBerry with me all the time. And I had high-level professionals and executives asking me to do stuff all the time. I ate to make myself feel better. Does this sound familiar to anyone? And I recently read a book called Eat What You Love, Love What You Eat. And Michelle May, who's a doctor and who's the author of this book, talked about the eat, repent, and repeat cycle. And I read this book and I was like, wow, like that was so me 5, 10 years ago, because I would eat and feel guilty about what I ate because I wasn't really eating to fuel my body. I was eating to fuel my emotions. And then I would feel guilty about it, so I would repent and feel bad and say, oh my gosh, like, why did I do that? Like, why did I eat those Pop-Tarts? Why did I eat those Eggos? And then I would repeat and do it all over again because I felt guilty. And I ate, and then I repented, and then I repeated the cycle. It's a very simple 3-step process. I can tell you all about it if you want to know more. And over the last couple of years, since I started transforming my mindset, I've come to a different place about what food means to me and what food does for us as a society. I think a lot of people struggle with emotional eating. As of last year, the CDC said that 1/3 of Americans are obese. That's a lot of people. That's like 70 million plus people. And in 2014, no states registered less than 20% in obesity numbers. That's pretty crazy. And, it's not good. It's not a good statistic. The diet industry is a multi-billion-dollar industry, and yet the obesity rate is going up. Like, obviously, there's a problem. Obviously, the diet solution isn't so much of a solution. And I've been on diets. I was on the Weight Watchers diet. I was on the Zone diet. I was on, what was the other diet I was on? Oh my gosh, the Atkins diet. Like, I experienced it. And sure, there were short-term lessons or short-term benefits because I only needed to commit to a certain number of weeks for the diet. I only needed to be restrictive in my eating for a certain amount of time. And then I could say, okay, I'm going to go back to my old habits and eat when I feel emotional, and, maybe I'll gain the weight back in a few months, and, I'll just deal with it when that happens. Like, okay, well, that sounds really great. But now I know that that's not so great, and it doesn't need to be that way. So, that's where Shakeology comes in. Shakeology is a meal replacement. It's not a weight loss shake. I don't know if you've heard about Shakeology or not, but it's a meal replacement health shake. So let me just be really clear about that. Not a weight loss shake, not a protein shake. It contributes to weight loss. It contributes to overall healthy habits and a healthy, amazing, and fulfilling lifestyle. But in and of itself, is it going to cause dramatic short-term weight loss? And is that the sole purpose of the shake? No. Many people, by drinking Shakeology alone, have lost weight. That is true. However, it's happened over a longer period of time, because if that's the only habit that they're changing, including Shakeology into the routine and not working out and not doing other things to promote their health, it will take a little bit longer for that weight loss to happen. However, it'll still happen. So, most of us are micronutrient deficient. There was a study published by the Journal of American Medicine a couple of years ago that came out about 4 diets. Researchers researched the South Beach diet, 2 versions of the Atkins diet, and a diet called the DASH diet. And over a period of time, they researched the amount of food that these diets suggested that somebody eat, what the foods were made up of, the micronutrients in these foods, and the benefits of eating these foods. And they found that overall, these diets did not provide the recommended daily intake of vitamins and nutrients and superfoods, micronutrients, that is recommended to us on a daily basis. So, these diets were, okay, great, cutting calories, but they're not even allowing for the nutrients and the vitamins that we actually need on a daily basis. Dieting is about cutting calories and about being restrictive in the food that we eat. We're cutting back, but yet we want to do more. And that's not possible in a healthy and fulfilling way. We want to do 1,200 calories. Okay, well, that's great. But what are you sacrificing in the process? You're sacrificing your mental health, your emotional health, and physical health, because you think you're getting healthier, but you're really depriving your body of the nutrients and the vitamins and the minerals that it needs on a daily basis. So that's why some of our doctors recommend that we have, we supplement our diet with a pill every day, a multivitamin, because we actually need more vitamins and nutrients and superfoods than we're getting in our daily intake of food. Even if we had a perfect diet day, and diet, when I say diet, I mean meal eating day, not being on a diet. Even if we had a perfect day, we still aren't getting the number of nutrients and vitamins our bodies need at the cellular level to feel amazing. We're not. And that's what part of the study proved, was that overall, we're recommended to take 27 vitamins and nutrients and superfoods every day. And even if people eat whole foods and get their servings of 5 to 6 vegetables and fruits a day, we're still not ingesting the stuff we need at the cellular level to feel amazing, to feel inspired, to feel energized, to feel hydrated. So that's where Shakeology comes in. Because Shakeology is made up of 70 superfoods. It's made up of 23 vitamins and nutrients. And it's made up of these items from around the world, from the original organic sources, so that they actually contain the ingredients we need on a daily basis, the vitamins and minerals and nutrients. And it's not a joke, because when we feel how hydrated and nutrient dense can be on the inside, we increase our digestion. And by the way, 80% of people are not regular. This is not good either. Because we're dehydrated, because our digestion, because our gut health is not at an optimal level, we're holding on to stuff, like literally. And I understand it's not pleasant to think about. It's not fun to think about. However, it's happening, and we need to deal with it if we want to think about our long-term health. So digestion. Shakeology and the superfoods in it also help us increase our immune system. Adaptogens are ingredients that help the body deal with stress at a cellular level. The more we can enhance the health of our body at the cellular level, the more we perform at a higher level in our lives, doing what we do every day, whether that's being a working professional, whether that's being an amazing lover, whether that's being a spiritual guru, whether that's being our own kind, loving selves to ourselves. It's necessary. And you know what the first cause of all like disease and hardship is on a medical level? Is inflammation. Our bodies are so inflamed from the inside out because we're not packing on the nutrients and the vitamins. We're just eating things that make us feel good, or we're eating things that are convenient. And trust me, I've been there. I do it all the time. Not as often as I used to, but I still do it because I'm a human. And sometimes I like to have a pizza. But is that helping me on a micronutrient level? Not really. Not really. So that's where Shakeology comes in. Now, I've had Shakeology for over a year every single day, and I love it. I freaking love it, because if you follow me on Facebook, you see my post, you see my positivity, you see my energy, you see my passion for what I do. It's not made up. And even on the days when it's hard, when I don't feel like being positive or super energetic, at least I'm feeling awesome and healthy and nutrient dense on the inside. And that helps me perform on the outside even when I don't want to. I haven't always felt this way. And I think, I posted earlier today about the fact that I have a 15-year high school reunion this year. Hello! Where did the time go? 15 years? So I've been talking with a couple of high school friends since we were talking about going to this reunion together. And I know they think like I'm crazy. I sound so different than what I sounded like in high school. They're like, Carolyn, you are so positive. You are so energetic. And I'm like, hell yeah. I feel fantastic. I enjoy what I'm doing. I'm passionate about helping other people. I'm passionate about ending the trend of obesity, contributing to a larger message and the larger health of our country and my fellow man. I like my workouts. I like wearing shirts that say Shakeology. I believe in what I'm doing, and I'm generating financial success. I said, what's better than that? Like, what is better? And, it's not... the energy just comes from within. And if we just give it a chance, if we just try it, if we do something different to help ourselves, anything and everything is possible. So, healing from dieting is happening for me at a cellular level, at a level that's like from the inside out, because mentally I was damaged from doing the diet thing because I was just like sabotaging myself and so over the relationship that I had with food. I was like, just get away. Like, no more food, no more dieting. I'm just going to be, and I'm just going to do. And, I'm going to hopefully feel as good as I can. If I don't, oh well, I guess it's something I have to accept. I'm over that now, because it doesn't need to be that way. I had the attitude that I'll go to the gym and then I'm not going to go to the gym and then I'm going to feel terrible about myself because I'm sabotaging myself. And I'm going to believe in my failure and my inability to do what I want to do. That's gone, because now I've proved to myself that I can commit to 30-minute workouts on a 5 to 6 day a week schedule. It's only 30 minutes. And you can say that, oh, well, Carolyn works from home and she has more time and more energy. No, I'm still busy. I still go out and do things. I still have a schedule to maintain. I still have calls to get on. I still have projects that are due. I put it into my schedule. Yeah. There's a lot going on here, people. And I'm also healing my habits. And that's my attitude and my habits go really hand in hand. If I have a positive attitude, then I'm willing to, shift my habits and say, okay, I want a different result. I'm over what was happening before. It doesn't need to be that way. And I believe I can do something different. And in this case, if drinking Shakeology, just one pack of these things a day, helps me move forwards in my life and feels fantastic, why not? Why not, people? Why not? Like, what is holding you back? The other thing I wanted to share was that Starbucks prices have gone up, at least here in New Jersey and New York, by like 10 to 12% in the last couple of months. So that means that for a lot of people, they're spending over $5 a day on coffee in the morning, like on their way to work. Over $5 a day on coffee in the morning on their way to work. That's a lot of money, $5 on coffee, because I'm not sure what nutrient dense quality we're getting in our coffee. Don't get me wrong. Coffee emotionally feels fantastic. It makes us feel good. It makes us feel energized. It makes us feel like we can conquer our day. It gives us that added emotional boost that sometimes we need to move on about everything that we need to do. However, if you're spending $5 on coffee every day, I want to then ask, what are you eating? And how much are you spending on what you're eating? I know that people who live and work in New York, their lunches or their breakfasts, whether that's a muffin or something else, can be at least $5 to $8. And lunches are like $12 to $15 for a salad. How much would you pay for a health shake that has over 70 superfoods in it, that heals you from the inside out, your gut health, your immunity, your inflammation, and works as a meal replacement? How much would you pay? Like, I'm curious to know, how much would you pay? Because Shakeology is $4 or less a day. That's 4 singles. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 singles. You could spend more than $4 on a couple packs of gum in New York City. You could spend $4 for a bagel with cream cheese in New York City. That's a lot of money. I'm not challenging you here on, changing your lifestyle and telling you that you're a terrible person or that you're wrong for spending your money the way that you're spending it. What I simply want to point out is that if you aren't feeling your best, if you aren't feeling healthy, if you know that your gut health sucks, there is a way to incorporate a solution so that you feel better, so that you improve your health. Money, with all due respect, is not a viable objection if you are already paying more than $4 to go out to eat. You have the money. You're just choosing to spend it elsewhere, which is totally fine. Don't get me wrong, totally fine. You need to spend the money that you have the way you want to spend it. However, then don't say that you don't have the money to invest in your health, in your fitness, your brain health, your emotional health, your physical health, because you do. And if you give it a shot for 1 to 2 months, it can be life-changing. Doesn't mean you need to sacrifice your Starbucks. Maybe you just decrease the amount of times you go to Starbucks. Maybe just decrease by 1 time a week the time the opportunities you have to go out to eat. Just 1 time. Because I was speaking with a friend the other day who said, oh wow, $4 a day is really expensive. But I was with her for a weekend and she spent over $40 on 1 meal. I mean, it all depends on how you look at it, okay? It all depends on how you look at it. And I encourage you to be open to the opportunity of looking at how you spend your money on your nutrition in a different way. Just listen. Would love it if you just listened. Cool. Hope you're listening. So another thing that, I saw the other day on social media was that a nurse friend of mine is nursing her baby. And she noticed that in drinking Shakeology, she actually produces more milk on the days when she drinks Shakeology. Now, when you're pregnant, the baby is really taking away a lot of the nutrients and vitamins that your body is naturally producing. So she needs to refuel her body with Shakeology to produce the nutrients that she needs and her baby needs. And she notices a significant difference on the days when she drinks her Shakeology. I think that's pretty cool. It's a pretty unique perspective. I I haven't been pregnant, so I can't speak to that. However, I can share the stories of others who are sharing their experiences. The other thing I wanted to say was that, sometimes I hear that people have objection about energy. I know it takes energy to meal prep. I know it takes energy to think about what you're going to eat. However, like I've experienced before, when I wasn't thinking about what I was eating out of emotion. And then I would say to myself, man, why did I eat that? I would think about what I ate after I ate it. And that didn't get me anywhere except to a very unhappy place. So I encourage you, if you don't spend the time or the energy thinking about what you're eating, maybe just start off slow, just one meal a day. Think about what you're eating that one meal a day. If you're too busy and rushed around and you're not able to think about everything that you're eating during the day, think about one meal and just say, what am I eating right now? And do I have the energy to put on some protein in there? Do I have the energy to put some vegetables together? Do I have the energy to put some fruit together? Awesome. You've got a great salad. You have the energy to focus on what you're eating. It's just a choice. And the more adult that you become, the more you will spend your energy and making the choices that you can make on the things that matter to you. And hopefully your health and your fitness matters to you. It's easy to say, oh, well, it's too much, like life is too busy, it's too hectic, I don't have the energy and that. But you do. You do. And I know that you're capable of doing more if what you want is to feel healthier. If you don't, that's totally cool. That's totally cool. I'm not offended. All right. I guess time is also another objection I've heard too. Time and energy. I don't have enough energy. I don't have enough time. Putting a shake together every day takes like less than 5 minutes. You don't even need to put the ingredients that you can include in this shake in a blender. You can just put ice, milk, water in a shaker cup, shake it up, and run out your door. That literally, you could be putting on your pants and your shirt while you're shaking your mug. It could be a really awesome dance and a really quick workout at the same time. Like, there are solutions everywhere. Solutions everywhere. Time and energy. I know those are the two big objections. Those are the two big excuses that we make up for ourselves. But what are the prices that we're paying for living into those excuses? I paid a huge price. I felt terrible about myself. I had negative self-talk. I didn't wear the clothes I wanted to wear. I was sluggish. Had really bad food cravings. I was moody. And then everyone I was around paid those prices too. They're like, why do I want to be around you if you're moody, if you're craving food, if you're talking negatively to yourself? You're just not good energy. And now I have better energy. I have more positive mojo, if you will. And like I said, it's a combination of mindset, attitude, habits, and living into these results that I continue generating in my life. So this all to say, the diet industry sucks. It doesn't contribute to long-term sustainable habits. It's an up and down roller coaster that really leads to nowhere. And it's leading to a trend in obesity. That study I referenced earlier by the Journal of American Medicine, not only did the diets contribute to less than half of the micronutrients we need on a daily basis, but they also increased by 80% the chances of participants of getting into a serious illness or a serious medical complication, more at risk for disease because they were on these diets, because their body is not fueled with the nutrients and the vitamins it needs. And then we all are developing these habits that aren't sustainable, that aren't lifelong habits. If we learn how to eat, if we relearn what it means to fuel our bodies, then cool. Like, we're setting ourselves up for success for the long term. And diets are so short term, and they're so unpredictable. And, you wonder why then you go out and you eat a bunch of pizza and you feel guilty about the next day. Your body's craving foods, it's craving nutrients, craving this nutrition that it really needs. And on a diet, you're just depriving yourself of that. Shakeology is not about dieting. It's about healthy nutrition. And from healthy nutrition, weight loss will happen. So much can happen as a result of healthy nutrition. More positive mindset, more fun habits, insane results that you could never even imagine that you could attain. I was just talking to a friend who, as a result of shifting his diet, not even working out, but shifting his diet to a more green and vegetable, plant, protein diet, he's lost 18 pounds in the last few months. Diet alone. It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. However, it's true. You know, I wouldn't have quit my corporate job to become a health and fitness coach, to drink these shakes every day, and to be around inspiring, motivating, amazing people if I didn't believe in what I was saying. And if it didn't work for me, I'd still be in my cubicle, suffering with sciatica, in pain, and in mental boredom, just like a state of kind of decay, really. And now I am alive. Now I am growing. I'm in a state of growth all the time. So that's why I'm sharing this with you, because I want you to be in a state of growth too. And I know that you deserve it. And if I can at all provide a solution for you so that you can lead a healthier and happier lifestyle, I'm all about it. That's what I'm here for. That's what coaches do. You know, these Olympic athletes who are training, competing right now, they have coaches. These coaches are guides on their journey. They're helping them get to where they want to go. They're reminding them of why they're doing the hard work. They're reminding them of the healthy habits they need to achieve the goals that they want. And if I can help you do that, awesome. Awesome. That's a legacy I want to leave. I want you guys to feel like your lives are better for having known me. And I'm totally transparent here. You know, Shakeology, you can get a sampler of all 7 flavors that we have for $35. Like, I'm not asking you to spend your life savings here. I'm asking you to consider spending $35 if that's something that you're interested in. If not, that's okay. I'm not going to take it personally. But as your coach and as your guide, I have a responsibility to share this message. And if I didn't share this message, I would be cheating myself and I would be cheating you of a healthier and happier lifestyle. All right, guys. Thanks so much for joining. Thanks so much for watching. Love you all. I hope you have a tremendous Thankful Thursday. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.